Hey, hi, what's up, guys? Not Super Mario here, and Matits Valentin are back for our Friday's recap spoiler reviews for the new Marvel show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We had
Uh,
we had a 1 week break from Marvel, and now we are back to talk about more Marvel. But let's start with just a simple question: how are you, Matits?
you know what? I'm good. And how are you?
I'm exhausted, to be completely
Yeah,
honest.
this last 2 days were exhausting.
Yeah, we're exhausting. We watched Snyder Cut, of course. We made a video.
Yeah,
Check that out. We watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Check
yeah.
those reactions out as well on our channels. But we are here not to talk about Snyder Cut, even though
No,
maybe
no.
we should talk someday. I don't know. Why the heck not?
Yeah, you know what? Nah.
But we are here to talk about the first episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier. But yeah, welcome. Hi to the chat, everybody. If there's anybody who would like to interact with us, ask us any
Yeah, just write
questions,
everything. Write
write everything
everything.
in
You
the
can
chat.
dislike our Snyder Cut reaction
Yeah.
here.
So feel free to say hello, ask us anything. But yeah, overall thoughts. Let's start with that. So, Matits, how
Mm.
did you like the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I enjoyed a lot. Uh, Definitely not nothing like major in regards to the big story like happened
Mm-hmm.
yet. There were a little setups here, but it was definitely just like a catch up with what is happening with these two main characters. And I found the episode to be much more emotional than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was kind of I was thinking that we are gonna get some action, and of course we got it with the opening, but then it just became much more of just subdued and just a good piece of storytelling. And I think the episode is fine. I'm looking forward to see more in the future in regards to the story and everything that is waiting for us. That we are
Completely,
waiting for.
yeah, completely agree with you. I really like this episode. I think it really found an amazing balance between an amazing action, especially at the
Mhm.
beginning, and
Yeah,
also that Winter Soldier part. And like you
yeah, yeah.
said, the subdued part where we were catching up with what is going on with main two characters.
Hmm.
What is going on with Falcon, what is going on with Winter Soldier. And I like that we are seeing the consequences of the blip, people coming back, and how was it during that time when people were just gone, and dealing with those problems, and I like seeing our two main characters dealing with those problems. And like you said,
Hmm.
it was much more emotional and dramatic than I expected. I was expecting a more straightforward action, and
Yeah.
yes, we did get action that was absolutely phenomenal. We have to say that because it's,
Yeah.
I mean, the opening scene is amazing, and the way the director Kira Skogland, I hope
Something like that.
I
Yeah.
hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She did an amazing job, and she is directing
Mhm.
all the episodes
Oh
of the
yeah.
show. And I like her style. I like the way she directs action, and I like how personal we got with the characters in this episode, especially, of course, the main two.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, dealing with problems was like the main focus of this episode. And one thing that was big and huge that we have to talk about is Falcon giving away the shield. Um,
Yeah.
how did you feel about that? That he decided to do
I
that?
I I think I knew it was coming. I heard somewhere that he's like giving it away. Uh, I think it's true to his character, and definitely you can say it's a setup at the end of Endgame when he says it feels like it's somebody else's. And he was doing the right thing. At least he thought he was doing the right thing. But then they just fucked him over, man.
Yeah,
they did him dirty.
they did him
It was
dirty.
like you did the right thing, Falcon. Yeah, giving away the shield, but no, we're gonna give the shield to somebody else now.
Yeah.
And I'm really, like it's a good development of this. Like, I think that because at first, and I think that they will still do that. Uh, where when we hear twice in this episode him saying it feels like it's someone else's, and I think that this entire show will serve uh, for Falcon to realize that it does belong to him.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think it's right up his alley. Like his character would do something like that. I wasn't surprised by it, but like you said, they did him dirty. Also, in that scene, it was nice to see Don Cheadle coming back
Hmm.
to
Yeah,
reprise his
yeah,
role as War Machine. I don't know if we're gonna see more of him.
probably not.
We are getting like his own show, Armor Wars.
Hmm.
Who knows when that is coming out? Probably next year, or maybe
Yeah.
sometime later. But it was awesome to see their interaction, and also Don Cheadle was a kind of like War Machine was questioning Falcon's decision to put
Yeah.
like this shield away. That this is Captain America's shield, and nobody else should have it, and should be there to like as a memory for of what Captain America did. Which
Hmm.
brings me to another question or topic. Where is Steve Rogers? Because the way they like
Yeah.
kind of showed in this episode was like, is he dead or is he just somewhere like
Yeah, they
doing
kind
his own
of
stuff?
they kind of left it open. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's this scene with Lieutenant Torres that we're gonna talk about
Hmm.
in a little time, where he's asking that there's a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding where Captain America actually is, like on the moon, and
Yeah.
Falcon is like, ah, don't
Don't
believe
listen
that.
to those people. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not on the moon.
It could, one of the theories could be like that he came back to our reality just to give the shield,
Hmm.
and maybe he went back. Maybe he has like the rest of the family there, or I don't know.
I mean, he can still be old Steve Rogers, like in our reality, and maybe even though Kevin Feige debunked the rumor that he's coming back
Hmm.
in any way, but I started not to believe Kevin Feige in the recent years, uh,
Yeah.
so I will never say never to anything like that. But I mean, in one way, they were saying that he is like when Falcon has a speech in front of the people in Washington D.C. It kind of sounds like he's dead.
Yep.
I don't know if that's only for the public knowledge, so that public thinks that he's dead.
Yeah, in Far From Home, they have that memorial segment in school, and Iron Man is there, Vision is there, and also Captain America is there. So I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean, it it probably is like a charade for the public. I think he's alive, doing his own thing, maybe as a old Steve Rogers, or maybe in
Hmm.
an alternate universe. But you you have to understand this is set between WandaVision and Far From Home.
Yeah, I think it's very close to Far From Home. I think it's 6 months after
Yeah.
Endgame. Yeah, and Far From Home was like 7 months.
So we don't know how maybe the consequences of WandaVision are gonna be shown in this, if at all.
Nah,
Uh,
probably not. I
no
don't know. This was,
Mephisto. I'm sorry.
this was, yeah, this was supposed to come out first, so I
Yeah.
don't,
So
I
yeah.
don't think so. Yeah.
No Mephisto here. Probably not gonna be. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, very moving moment with Falcon at that speech, and how
Hmm.
was he talking about Captain America. You can clearly see how good of a friends they were, and I like that. So that was nice to see. Moving on to Winter Soldier, we start with Winter Soldier in a dream. Even though at first I was like, oh,
I can't believe how could you think
yeah,
that?
I was like, long hair, what the heck is going on? And he
Yeah, it
was
was
dreaming.
obviously, and I knew it was some kind of flashback thingy because when that scene starts, everything is so echoey. Like people are talking and it's so echoey, and I was like, "This is weird. Is this a flashback?" And then he comes through the wall, and I'm like, "Okay, this is probably a nightmare scene."
Yeah, so he is dreaming of the things that he did in the past. He's
Hmm.
haunted by the past.
Yeah.
And we see a scene where he kills this guy that he had on the list. Says
Hmm.
Hail Hydra, of course. He was part of Hydra then. And then he kills a random guy.
Yeah.
Who at the end we find out it's not a random guy.
Yeah, well,
which
it was random then. Now
yeah, no, it's
yeah.
not anymore because now he's living in the city, trying to deal with his PTSD,
Hmm.
going to the counselor, even though he's kind of pressured by the government to go
Hmm.
there. But he's still like uh, going through his list of people that
Yeah.
he has to like get rid of, but he has a different approach now.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say rid of. I think that kind of like I don't know. I think that he had I forgot the name of the guy whose son he killed.
Yuri,
Yori.
Yuri,
Yori.
Yuri, something like that.
Yeah, I think that Yori was on the list. Like that's the list of people that he has to kind of like apologize to, or I don't know, kind of like get over it, to not feel this darkness in him anymore. I think
Yeah,
it's that.
yeah, probably that. Like, I mean, he killed an innocent person. Yes,
Mhm.
his dad was on that list, probably to get eliminated. But after
No,
he,
he's. I don't think. No, he was an random guy there.
no, 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 his dad was on the list.
Yeah, his dad was on the list because he killed his son.
I don't think so. I think
Of
his dad
course.
was on the list beforehand, but now
Mhm.
he he's trying to like kind of like
No, he was just the Yori's son was there.
I know.
He was
Yuri's
at the
son
wrong.
was killed because he was a random guy there. But I
Hmm.
think that his dad was actually on the list, and
No,
now he's just trying to repair the things that he's done. I think it's like
no,
that.
no, it's not. But still, I thought I
Okay.
found that that was very emotional.
Yeah, it was emotional, and
Yeah, with like when you realize that it was his son that he killed. Yeah, and it's just I think that we're gonna yeah he's gonna have to tell Yori what he did.
probably,
That's gonna
probably.
be hard.
I mean, he did like arrange a date for him. At least that.
Yeah, that's right.
So that was funny how Winter Soldier is trying to get his life in a way back, even though his past is so like filled
How
with
hunting
bad
him.
things and
Yeah,
hauntings.
yeah, and also it was so sad on the a date scene
Yeah,
when you know she was asking him about siblings and about parents, and you can see like it's just a guy that lost everything. He's just out of time in the wrong time, and you can see like what that does to him as a character. And I thought that was all so well done. I think that Winter Soldier was by far the best part of this episode.
yeah, I would say so. And also, I said during my reaction, I'm still recovering from Wanda and
Mm.
her loss, and now we are just going to another broken character who's trying to kind of forget about the past, but it's pretty much impossible.
Mm.
Interesting thing about the list is Baron Zemo is on that list. He was
Mm.
not in this episode, but I'm sure we're gonna get him in the next one. And there's also another funny thing there on the list. There's P.W. Hauser, which is like Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah,
I like it.
but you know, like those names can also be like Easter eggs and hints.
Yeah,
You know,
it's an
in
Easter
Winter
egg. Yeah,
Soldier.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And also, if I know correctly, I think that Sebastian Stan and Paul Walter Hauser are very good friends
Ah, I see. Yeah.
from I, Tonya.
Yeah, of course.
So it's an Easter egg, but it was funny to see.
Mm.
That and also Paul Walter Hauser tweeted that like, oh yeah, I'm in a Marvel movie.
Yeah, nice.
So that's fun seeing those type of Easter eggs I really like, which is completely nothing like important that's gonna make any like anything big in the future episodes or
Mhm.
anything, but it's fun to see things like that. But yeah, Baron Zemo was on the list, not in the episode, at least not in full
Mhm.
flesh. Um, but we did got introduced to Flex Smashers.
Yeah.
A funny name, to be honest.
Oh no, I think it's cool.
No,
Like,
I find it funny.
I mean, you know, it's a comic book
Yeah,
show,
it's a comic
so
book show.
yeah.
So they are like apparently gonna be the villains of the show, and they
Yeah,
are.
and
Uh,
I think it's great. I
yeah,
think that what they just established from that sentence, like these are the people that preferred the bleep time,
hmm
and I'm like, oh shit, It's like a great like introduction. I think that they can like develop something really great with this set of villains.
Yeah, I think that we have to get much more of that 5 year gap where people were gone, because I think it was very chaotic, and the Avengers
Mm.
that did stay alive were trying to like kind of have peace and quiet, let's say, or
Hmm.
try to keep everything in check.
Hmm.
But I think because of the chaotic uh, way of living in that 5 year gap, I think a lot of people were like, you know what, this is much better. And I think we're gonna see that explored in not just in future of Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I think in the future of all the shows,
Hmm.
which is very fun. But also, this flag smashers, or at least the main flag smasher that we see in this episode, is a superhero villain
Yeah, I
thingy,
don't know.
super
He
soldier.
has he has some pretty strong kicks.
Yeah. Well, he or she, I don't know. Who knows? I mean,
Well,
the
yeah,
character that we were seeing in the trailers, like the main, like the
yeah, but that was the
masked
separate character. Yeah,
person.
the girl was on the ground while this
Oh,
other person jumped down with the bags.
yeah. So my question is, are they like super soldiers like Winter Soldier? Do you think
I
they're
don't.
from same program or something like that?
Like people are saying, it could have something to do with Zemo. You don't know what he took from Siberia in Civil
True
War,
that. True that.
even though they kind of arrested him there, so maybe they would like search him. But I don't know, maybe he hid it somewhere. I don't know.
I hope we get explained how he got
Oh
got
yeah,
out.
we will. You'll see. Yeah, we're
And
gonna explore that.
also, it's interesting. He destroyed the super soldiers that were in
Hmm.
Siberia, but who knows? Maybe he took like
Some juice.
some juice, like
Yeah.
super serum, out of Siberia, and now he's making super soldiers. But the other theory that I have that could be a possibility is that yes, the main villains are these flag smashers, but I think that for some reason I feel that Falcon and Winter Soldier are gonna have to work with Baron Zemo
Mm.
to destroy or kill or get rid of flag smashers, but of course Baron Zemo is gonna have his own agenda. So I
Yeah.
think that Baron Zemo is gonna be trying to act against flag smashers, but with his own agenda.
Yeah.
So
Maybe.
I think
I don't know.
that's gonna be interesting, and hopefully we see that very very soon.
Hmm.
And also, like we said, yeah, we need to have some flashbacks of how he got out of the.
Yeah, or maybe he's not even out yet. You
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe he's gonna be out in the next episode. Maybe he's still in the raft, because probably he's there or was there, like that raft prison.
Yeah. Well, at the very last thing that we saw for him, he Martin Freeman had him. So I
Yeah,
don't. I think somebody else, some other agency, arrested him. I don't know.
I mean, all the super villains should like are kind of, and the most dangerous one are on that raft thingy, so he could
Yeah.
possibly be
Yeah.
there. But also, do you think Martin Freeman is gonna be in the show?
Well, I would love it.
Yeah, I think it would be awesome. Just yeah,
Hmm.
Martin Freeman is awesome, and so far, I mean, the biggest role he had was in Black Panther. Um,
Hmm.
Everywhere else, he was like more like a cameo, a few scenes here and there.
Yeah, he was only in Civil War then. Yeah.
So that would be interesting. And another character that has been confirmed that wasn't in this episode is Agent 13, Emily Van Camp.
Mm.
So is she still with the CIA? Is she working with Shield Sword? Who knows how she fits in this story? It's gonna be interesting to see as well. Um, did we miss something? Yeah, we didn't talk anything about Falcon and his story
Mm.
in this episode. Yes, at the beginning, big action, like up in the air, gliding, a lot of choppers. That was awesome to see. And he was
Mm.
working for the army, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he had to like they had some like he had to save the prisoner,
yeah,
some kind.
he's kind of like a freelancer, just a army one.
Hmm.
And then he goes back to his hometown where we meet his nephews and his sister, which were struggling, very struggling during this blip time, struggling to keep their house and the ship that was like giving them money because they were like fishing and all those things. And now Falcon is trying to convince his sister not to sell it, and it doesn't work. And I like that scene between his sister and Falcon when she's like, "You were gone. You made a deal before that you're gonna be this guy who's gonna fight monsters and aliens and whatever, and I was here trying to deal with everything. And now, but you're back and trying to help me." And he does try to help her, but it doesn't work. What gets me to another point. That bank guy, that it was an asshole. He was an asshole. I mean, saying that you don't have any income. Yeah, well, yeah, I was gone for 5 fucking years. Where there's no money. And also, I like that there was a question for Falcon. How do you get paid? Where do you get all the money? I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So how do you feel about Falcon's story in this episode?
Yeah, I think it was fine. I didn't find it the most interesting about the episode. I mean, I like seeing the blip time from the perspective of everyday people and everything, like how they're struggling because of that. So I think that is something that definitely I would like for them to explore in the future. But I was more invested in the Winter Soldier's storyline in this episode. But I really liked how like the beginning with Falcon was really good, and the end, like when you can just see disappointment in his eyes when he's watching the TV stuff. But then with the sister and everything, yeah, I thought it was fine, but not like the most interesting thing about the episode.
Yeah, so let's talk about the ending. So at the beginning, we see Falcon giving away the shield because it's Cap's shield and nobody else should have it, not even him, even though it was given to him. But then U.S. government decides, you know what? We need more heroes, new heroes, someone who's gonna take up the mantle and be the new Captain America. And we see the new Captain America, played by Kurt Russell's son.
His sin, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what a fucked up move by the U.S. government.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
I thought it was a great ending, and I don't know, like if we see Falcon in the trailers with the shield, I don't know. Does that mean that Russell dies pretty early on, or I don't know? We were theorizing that he's probably the bad guy.
I mean, the question also is this Captain America just for the public and he's a normal person who doesn't have any abilities?
I think it's just like for the show, yeah.
Or is it somebody like who has like super serum like abilities and he's a super
I don't
soldier?
think he has abilities. I think it's like for the show just to kind of like keep people calm.
Yeah, could be. I mean, there's a shot in the trailers where he's on the football field, like during that, I don't know, show, whatever.
Yeah, the game.
So there is a possibility that he's just this guy who...
Yeah, he's a showman, yeah.
Who is a showman that doesn't have any abilities and he's just for the public. But with Baron Zemo and Flag Smashers, who knows, maybe he can become like a super soldier. But then we're going to have a bad Captain America.
Yeah, we'll see. We definitely can't really talk much because, you know, we only have like part of this, only the beginning. And it's definitely, I don't know. Yeah, I would love it if they would release 2 episodes, but, you know.
And also, like we said, because this was so personal, like, and more on a deeper level and not as, as crazy and weird as WandaVision was, there's not much to theorize, really. And I like that because people now are not going to be so great. And I think that a lot of people, especially like content creators who work on just theorizing and everything, and I love them all and watch them a lot, but I think that they learned their lesson. And I think this show is not going to be, because it's much more grounded, not so magic-y, super sci-fi or whatever. There's not gonna be so much. Oh, this thing means this thing. Yes,
Yeah, I
possibly.
hope that people calm down with this stuff. Yeah.
So even though we are not like very like comic book savvy or anything,
Mhm.
we can easily say that there was not a lot of things that we can say what for like that would show what the future of MCU is. Yes,
Mm.
it was a nice setup for the future of Falcon and Winter Soldier, but not like in big scope. Even though,
Yeah.
yes, the first two episodes of Vision weren't doing anything for the big scope of MCU, but because it was so weird and much more Easter eggs heavy, because still this thing meant that, and you could see this, blah blah blah. In this show so far, there hasn't been so much
Yeah,
of
but
that.
you'll see it's gonna explode
Oh yeah,
because
for
just
sure.
like imagine, how much we love Civil War. Just imagine like only watching first 30 minutes of Civil War. It would also be like, well, wait, what is the bigger purpose here? But this will be some good stuff here.
Yeah, no. I'm sure, but also
Yeah.
these two characters are probably, let's say, besides Black Widow, probably the most grounded in reality. Like
Hmm.
they're just two people. Yes, super soldier and a guy with a wingsuit,
Mm.
but they can easily die.
Yeah.
Maybe Winter Soldier not as much because he's still 106 years old, but still, Falcon. If you shoot him in the head, he's dead.
Mm.
If you do that to Thor, nothing happens.
Yeah.
I think that because of that, the stakes are higher. Whenever something is gonna happen big, I'm gonna be more afraid for the characters and what can happen to them, just because
Hmm.
they're more human-like.
Yeah.
And I love that about that. And also, it's a nice contrast to what we've got in WandaVision, where everybody is like this big, huge entity with magic powers and this thing and synthezoids. I
Yeah.
like that about it. Like we talked about, this is like James Bond, Mission Impossible mixed
Yeah.
with, I don't know,
Black Widow.
thrillers. Yeah,
Yeah.
Black
Or
Widow.
I don't know, or a Captain America movies. Yeah.
So I like that. I like that about this show. But yeah, is there anything else? Oh yeah, one thing that we can theorize about is Joaquin Torres was in this episode, Lieutenant
Hmm.
Torres, which, if you know the comics, when Falcon decides he is Captain America and he's gonna take up the mantle, Lieutenant Torres becomes the new Falcon.
Nice.
So I like his character in this episode.
Yeah, I liked him a lot here.
I like the dynamic between
Hmm.
him and Falcon and how they work together. And that Lieutenant Torres is like this guy who's gonna go against flag smashers and trying to find
Hmm.
out what the heck is going on. And he was trying to do that, but he got smacked in the face.
Yeah, but you never come close enough to the villains so they can take your gun. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Like
true that.
you shouldn't do that stuff.
And also, if you see somebody get kicked in the pole that is 5 meters away, you shouldn't get very close to them.
Yeah.
But he's a young character, a young man who's still like new into this world, and I think that Falcon can be his mentor, and it's gonna be awesome to see that moving forward. Like I said, I like his portrayal, even though I have no knowledge on Joaquin Torres except that he becomes in the comics the new Falcon.
Hmm. Yeah.
And he was already very enthusiastic about the suit and that when Falcon was doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Isaac says, and what about the opening scene of this first episode? It was very The Dark Knight Rises.
Nah.
I mean,
Nah. Isaac, you and your hot takes.
it
Yeah, it was. Yeah, this was much more action packed. You know what? It reminded me of the first Iron Man, like
oh
especially
yeah.
the desert stuff with the military.
Yeah, I would compare it to that. But we
Yeah.
have a soft spot for the opening scene of The Dark Knight Rises because there's a Slovenian actor in there
Yeah.
that actually
Have we started the fire?
that actually says a few words. He dies
Yeah.
immediately after that.
They expect one of us in the wreckage.
But Because of the plane, sure, but I mean, like you said, this one was much more action packed.
It's more The Mummy with Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
That's
sure, sure,
plain.
yeah, sure, yeah. Let's compare it to the only thing about the Mummy that was good, the action pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like this episode overall. We are very excited what's gonna be happening next. Oh, there's one
Mhm.
more thing. We can expect more characters to return, in my opinion, because we got freaking Batroc from Winter Soldier.
Yeah, but I knew that he was gonna be in
Oh,
here.
I didn't know. I didn't
Yeah,
know he was coming back.
it was announced. Yeah.
So if you don't know, the French guy from the beginning of Winter Soldier, he was here
Yeah,
fighting
and
the
he
Falcon.
escaped. He escaped.
He escaped, so he's still coming back,
Yeah.
probably. So I think, I mean, I'm gonna ask you something because we have to theorize at least a little bit. Do you
You
think
can't go
that,
without that. Huh?
yeah, is there a possibility for us to see Red Skull or maybe Arnim
Not at
Zola?
all. Not at all.
What about Zola?
I wouldn't count on it.
Okay. I mean, I have to ask because why the heck not?
Yeah, don't expect. Like you said, I think that this will stay pretty much grounded. I don't think that we will have. I don't even think that if War Machine returns, like for some action,
No.
I don't think that's gonna happen. So yeah, I expect more of a shooty grounded action.
And I wouldn't mind that. I honestly don't need some big reveals for the future of MCU. Give us, if you haven't learned from the WandaVision, it was called WandaVision and the show was about WandaVision.
Yeah, the show is about Wanda and Vision,
Yeah.
but where's Doctor Strange?
And this one is called The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which means it's gonna be about them. So
Yeah.
if people are gonna be upset because there's no Mephisto, well, then you're just dumb. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Isaac says Dottie, Mephisto, and Nightmare will be in the final episode. Mark this comment. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and Hayward as well. Yeah.
Isaac, if that happens, I'm gonna, I don't know, do a giveaway because I've never done it.
You're gonna give away your "Don't Hang Up" shirt.
Yeah, sure. I can make one and you can get it.
Yeah.
The easy as that. I'm not gonna give mine. I'm just,
Why not? That's vintage.
Yeah, now it is. Yeah, but I can make you your own. If that happens, you get a T-shirt. Just you, not a giveaway. Isaac, you get a T-shirt for our movie. Don't hang up.
Yeah.
Just for you, if that happens. But yeah, is there anything else to say? Oh yeah, we can. I mean, at least talk about. We got a Loki poster. So I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah, and you know what? It has Loki on it.
Yeah, and a clock behind him. And that means that everybody's gonna be in the clock. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be about the freaking hunchback of the Notre
Yeah.
Dame.
Back to the Future confirmed. Yeah. The clock tower.
Not your size, because if I win it, it won't fit me. Well, you're gonna tell us which size, and we can make whatever. So that's not a problem.
Yeah, but no, I said that you have to give away your shirt, so
Oh.
that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're not getting this prized possession to wear it. You're gonna frame it and put it on the wall.
On the wall,
I mean,
and whenever
yeah.
somebody comes over, it's gonna be like, what the fuck is doing this shirt on the
Oh,
wall?
what is Don't Hang Up?
But yeah, Loki poster. Huh? What about that?
Yep.
Hulk
Well,
size. Yeah, Hulk size. Whatever that means, I'm gonna make it. If it happens. If Dottie, Mephisto, and Nightmare are in the final episode.
Yeah.
If it's just Dottie, it doesn't count.
You mean Sarah?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sarah. Yeah. Poor Sarah. She was nobody.
Yeah,
But
and
her
her kid-
child was kept in a freaking
Yeah,
closet.
it's still her child is still
Still in
locked
the
away.
closet. Yeah.
Oh no, don't say that.
Still in her room. Let's say.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, very excited for Loki as well, coming out June 11th. I like that every single show like that is coming out next, like Loki. They had like a promotional thing for Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie, like, let's go, you two, you're doing the best. And also Elizabeth Olsen and Paul
Oh,
Bettany did the same, which, yeah, of course they're gonna do amazing. But I also don't know how did you like see how's the reception of the show, because I don't know what it's got on Rotten Tomatoes or
yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's in the 90s, and the beginning IMDb score is higher than WandaVision. So
and I expected that, and I think that at the end this show is gonna be like right now loved more than WandaVision, but I think until
yeah,
when Doctor Strange comes out, people are gonna be like, WandaVision was amazing.
uh, well, it covers a lot of ground. Like WandaVision covered more the I don't know what I'm saying, like witches and
Yeah,
magic
magic
stuff,
stuff and all that.
of the MCU, and this covers more of the action stuff.
Okay, I have a question.
No,
Is
I'm
there a
scared.
possibility that there is no Winter Soldier after this? He's dead.
You
Goodbye.
know what?
Papa.
I was thinking about that. I don't think they're going to kill any of them off because you know what?
What?
I think that the scene from the trailers when they're by the house talking about we look damn good. I think that's the very last thing of this show.
It could be. I mean, we got a lot of the last episode in the trailers for WandaVision as well.
Yeah, but I mean, not a lot,
A lot.
some
I mean,
shots.
there were some shots.
Yeah.
But because now Falcon doesn't have the shield, and we see a lot of that shield in the
Mhm.
trailers, are they gonna like steal it? I don't know.
Yeah.
This whole phase will be a lot of grief and the psyche of these characters. Yeah, apparently so. And I think Loki's not gonna. I mean, yes, maybe because he's gonna know what happened to him if he wouldn't take uh,
Hmm.
the oh what is it called? Oh my god, the stone.
Yeah.
What would
Tesseract.
Tesseract? What would happen to him? Maybe dead, but I mean, he didn't lose anybody except his mom. I mean, oh, dead, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I mean, I don't know
No,
how.
not even his mom by that point.
By that point,
Because
yeah. So by that
yeah,
point, he didn't lose anybody. So he doesn't
mhm.
know, or at least,
He
for,
just lost a war.
yeah, he just lost a war and he's not happy about that.
Yeah.
And also, then, well, Hawkeye, yes. I mean, losing
Oh yeah,
Black Widow.
Hawkeye's gonna be good, man.
But
That's
then
gonna
we are
be.
getting Miss Marvel, which I think is gonna be completely 180,
Mhm.
something completely new and different.
Yeah.
So
Miss Marvel, I already said, has very Big Hero 6 feeling,
mhm.
and I think it's going to be more family oriented. This will be more spy espionage stuff. Loki will be more like Umbrella Academy, I think,
Yeah,
very similar to that style. Yeah, I'm excited, man. This is going to be good.
yeah, true that. I think there's nothing else that we have to add. I think we said pretty much everything we did try to theorize, uh, at least a little bit, even though this
Mhm.
episode didn't allow us to go into crazy theories. But I'm sure other people are going to do that for us. They probably saw when Falcon was flying through the chopper, there was a sign that clearly said Doctor Doom, and people are
Yeah,
going to
of
be
course.
like,
Yeah, in the trailer
oh, I
thing,
cannot hear you right now.
oh, you can't hear me right
Yeah.
now?
Oh, I hear you now, but
Okay.
it got cut off. You got cut off.
Well, sorry about that.
So you say
Um,
again.
yeah, that people were already making jokes like when Falcon says, I know a thing or two in the trailer, it's like the thing confirmed. Fantastic Four are coming, but
I mean,
yeah,
sure.
we'll have a lot of that, yeah.
So yeah, is there anything else that you want to say about this episode or in general?
Mm,
Mm,
uh, no,
no.
that's
Well,
it, man.
then if the chat doesn't have anything else to say, uh, we will end this episode on this note that it was a good episode. That we like
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we cannot wait for next Friday where Mephisto is gonna be in it, and it's gonna be played by Vanessa Hudgens.
Gary Busey.
I don't care.
Two very different choices here.
Oh, that would be awesome. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching this. Thank you, Matis, for being here. Stay tuned for next Friday when we will do the same thing, but for episode 2. We're not going to talk about episode 1. Or maybe, who knows, maybe it's going to be so connected that we're going to be like, we missed that. But yeah, everything else we said. Thank you all for watching, and we're going to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.